All right, we've got Synchro and DragonvsCATS on the blue team playing as the God of Defense, going up against Neko, Lone on the red team playing again as God of Stealth here, rocking some of that stealth mastery, that chest piece there. Going for the mining ship support ships first. Neko will try to get a fast production rollout by moving those mining support ships to moons to speed up drone production here. We expect
that'll be really
to do a similar
crucial.
thing. Yeah, the mining support is so close to the home planet that it seems really easy, like a no-brainer to take right away and start gaining the benefits right away. I think with
I'm guessing that's why.
fully.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, if you fully use mining support ships, you can get a. Is it a 2x or a 1.5?
I believe it's 2 times. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You'll produce ships twice as fast, or I guess about twice as fast.
Under optimal conditions. If you fully maximize everything, you get twice the production, which is no joke here. Players rushing this initial ring, though. Looks like blue team is just expanding as fast as they can, taking all these cheap 9 planets while suffering minimal losses. Red team got that point defense, is now moving in and harassing some of these blue team planets here. Looks like no one's taken the torpedoes yet.
A little too risky.
Yeah, exactly. What planet did they just focus on in the background? Was that I think that's the heavy laser ones.
Yeah, I believe
Steve,
so.
in those cases,
Steve's
you don't
favorite.
have to answer, just prompt to move over and check it out. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we have private Steve conversations then.
Yeah, looks like both players have taken control of one of those heavy laser planets. Going to be building those out. And I realized I didn't even say the most important thing about this match, is who is playing what presenting what faction here. That would be
a great
something
question.
that is important in Galactic War tournaments.
Yeah, I believe Synchro and Dragon are representing the Cygnus. Stealth, we will not be able to tell.
I saw Cygnus there, so I think it's an all Cygnus match here. So
fair enough.
Yeah, and it looks like defense ability used here are going to lock Neko from taking these blue planets, at least temporarily. Neko defending this heavy laser, has the stealth ability up. We'll see if they... Oh, Synchro coming over here, stealing that planet and locking it down temporarily with a shield there.
But the ability just ran out.
Yeah, Neko has been cut off of both those heavy laser planets, but is still fighting for the middle here. Ship counts even here, with blue has a slight territory advantage. Stealth ability used. Neko going on the offensive here.
Cool. Love to see those invisible wormholes.
Yeah, moving over, taking it. Yeah, taking out these, I thought it was gonna, oh, was able to get the point defense? Nope. Yeah, was finally able to take control of that. Seems like not much came from that ability usage. If anything, I think Neko actually lost troops there relative to the blue team.
But not a lot. They still seem to be doing quite handily at the moment, although they are gradually losing territory, which is pretty scary, especially against the defense.
Yeah, because once defense takes territory, it's hard for them to lose it, especially, well, their ability is not charged yet, but it's halfway there. Synchro may be trying to use some mining support, but maybe...
the first asteroids have appeared.
Well,
alright, it's asteroid time.
Yeah, we'll see. The problem is Neko just doesn't have power really to contest right now. And, DragonvsCATS, Synchro just sitting back while DragonvsCATS goes in with all these ships. Going for the home base.
Lots of ship loss there. It might be GG's.
Bringing reinforcements, and blue team has well, is in the progress of wiping this red home planet right off the map here. Definitely, respect for Neko for fighting 2v1 here against some of the game's best players. Normally we introduce the players more and didn't do it this match, but if you've known anything about the Gods of Gravity community and tournament scene, then you'll know that these players, especially Synchro and DragonvsCATS, are not noobs. In fact, they're very good.
Yeah, Dragon's been tournament 1 a fair bit, and Synchro's rank 1. in ranked. So some definitely not no easy opponents.
Red team has been
All right,
Yeah, here.
good game though.
Blue team
And
wins.
Synchro and DragonvsCATS will move on to the semifinals here. So go to blue quick before they turn invisible. But
No, I know Blue's Cygnus.
All right. Well, we've got Godmon and TWJames on the blue team representing God of Stealth, and that Cygnus Horde going against another Cygnus Horde team of Voidxy and MagicAthlete. Will be playing the God of Production. I feel like the name of the game for production here is get a swift turnout, and then definitely by the time that ability is charged, you want to be able to use it on a high value planet, probably the torpedo or the heavy laser planet, or maybe if you want the more defensive option, you'll use it on the point defense, but that would probably be a last resort here.
Yeah, and minor note for all those who care about the specifics, production's ability charges ever so slightly faster now, so they'll have a bit of an advantage against the
And James, funny, looks like Red Team's gonna secure it. Blue, but they're losing a lot of ships.
They're still going.
I didn't. Yeah, because Blue was able to take that other point defense so quickly, they were able to have power at the red point defense and contest it here. And it looks like they're going to keep harassing, keeping Red Team on their toes here. Blue Team getting a little cocky here, but they do have a ship lead. Though production will try to make sure that doesn't happen for long here. But are they going to be able to hold it down? It looks like Blue Team just has such crushing numbers right now. The Red Team has to back off. But very few turrets here.
Yeah, they're low on troops, which is unfortunate for production. Steve, also, can you turn up our volume on Twitch? It seems like it's a little low. Okay. It seems just like the whole stream is a little quiet for some reason, but don't mind our technical difficulties, folks. We are figuring it out.
Yeah, if your whole stream is quiet, you have computer volume for a reason. But we'll try to get it balanced, right? All right, Godmon going in against these, taking the ship lead and pushing deeper into red territory. Both red team members really not wanting to lose this planet here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to hold on.
Coming back with another fresh handful. Production ability kind of out of desperation there because it was not used on a special production planet.
I think they just need to get it out before Stealth got theirs, since they have that very small advantage.
Some crazy bug on bug action, but it looks like the blue team, red team really fighting for the last bit here, but blue team just has such a big advantage now, and I think red team's just sort of trickling in here. I'm not sure if that's the best strategy here against this really grouped up and put together army here of the blue team. And now that stealth ability is ready, there's a very real possibility they could just crack it and make an attack on the red home base here.
Undoubtedly. It looks like they're... No, I think they might be dunzos, I hear a radio ship. Love to see it.
Now blue team is going to take that radio ship and come back here with a much bigger army here. And now it's making an attack on the red home planet here.
Yeah, no, they've got a substantial fleet advantage. I wonder what I would even be able to do in this situation as red team. It might just be
it was just a really unfortunate, they got blown out in the aggressive early game. Godmon and James were just faster, and they made that aggressive play to steal that point defense planet. It looks like TWJames was patting the red team on the back there. But yeah, that was a very swift win. All right, everyone, welcome to the top 8 match we've got here with DeadlyStar and DjStankTank on the blue team. God of Defense going against another God of Defense with Redacted and Eggester on the red team.
Eggester wearing the God Legend title.
Rollout. Yeah, no, all very good players in this match. Very well-known players too. I'm curious to see. It looks like we've got DjStankTank doing mining support ship shenanigans while DeadlyStar goes and invades these planets here. We'll see who makes it to the middle first. I'm guessing it's going to be red team as they had a bit of a faster rollout here. But I'm curious. Oh, it looks like Eggester going for that point defense planet already. Going to take it.
That
Blue team hasn't even started
unmatched.
taking theirs yet. Now we might see the same thing where they're able to contest here, but Eggester going for moons here doesn't want to play super aggressive and try to. Oh, is gonna go in? Oh, okay. Not gonna go in, but was either faking it or very strongly considering it there.
Yeah, great teamwork from both sides here. It's really nice to see a real 2v2 match.
Yeah, these are really solid rollouts here. Players have definitely practiced.
They're splitting up their attention, which is really what you want to do on these sorts of maps. There's lots of different things to focus on, but if you can split up in this early game. Ooh, all right, we're seeing the first clashes.
Opts to not go in there. DeadlyStar and Eggester, they're still very, very tied here. Red team slight territory advantage, slight ship advantage, but it's still anyone's game.
Oh yeah.
The name of the game right now is just group up those ships. Make sure you have point defense amongst your ranks here. Looks like there's a bunch of point defense just sort of sitting there. Those little bugs going around. And now Eggester going for the opposing point defense, but blue team coming in. Not gonna let Eggester get that for free. Eggester backs off. Going in again though. Didn't learn his lesson the first time. Picking off these turrets slowly. Eggester getting aggressive here.
Review comes to a head. I'm wondering though.
Redacted might need to help here.
Yeah, might be doing some mining support stuff in the back. I see that Red's production is steadily increasing though.
Yeah, you want to make sure, even as it gets chaotic, that you don't forget to use those mining support ships. Otherwise, you're just going to get outproduced by a team who's effectively managing theirs.
Oh.
Big fight here with all 4 players coming in.
Everyone's rushing off.
Leave. Yeah, I think blue team really saw that they were losing some ships there and just wanted to end the fight. Blue team really has to be careful here. They're starting to lose the ship count battle here, which would put them in a poor position. They need to be very careful about their attacks, especially because Red has those defensive shields up. Blue cannot afford to attack right now.
No, honestly, now that both shields are up, it might just be a game of gathering and waiting for both abilities to end. Especially for blue, you don't want to lose.
I would just be managing. Leave one person with all the army, and then other person go manage those mining support ships, and just sort of wait and chill. The first asteroids are going to come out within a minute here, so it's going to be super important not to be down on ships. You need to be able to secure one of the asteroids. If you're the losing player at around the 4-minute mark, you need to make sure you're not losing by that much. Otherwise, you're just going to get completely eliminated once the asteroids come out.
Yeah. But I think at the same time, they don't want to lose this critical planet. Because if Red gets the advantage on torpedoes, it might not even matter how many asteroids they have.
I don't know. I feel like it's so risky here. If Red team gets both the asteroids, blue team's lost. So it's,
that's true.
Super important to make sure you have power so you're able to at least get one asteroid, but really just don't lose ships in these critical moments. And it looks like blue team is right on the edge of having 2 little ships to defend these asteroids. But they need to start mining early, which they've done here. They can't let red team really get the momentum of one asteroid into the second by mining theirs faster. So blue team needs to be at full speed mining here, making some attacks, maybe trying to cut off power. I think red team, it'll be interesting to see if they play aggressive here and go for both
I think
asteroids.
They probably should, right? Because blue team can't contest the other one. Yeah, they've got full security on their other one.
Blue team needs to get back and take that asteroid before the red miner arrives.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Blue needs to focus completely on this one asteroid here. Now, but red team...
Oh, but it might cost them too many troops, yeah.
If red team's able to stall, red team got the other one in the background. And now red team's going to get this one as well. They didn't even need to leverage the other ones.
Oh, no.
And now Eggester and Redacted have a sort of insurmountable ship lead and are going to be able to use that once this blue shield runs out. And this shield is basically just the last lifeline here of blue team. It's going to be really hard to come back against players as good as Redacted and Eggester here, who will know how to manage this advantage. And
see them just chatting and figuring out what they want to do. Here. Yeah, it looks like they waited until just the very end of the blue team shield ability just to torment them.
Yeah, I see some big bugs over there at that point defense planet. We'll see if those battleships get used over here. And it looks like
yeah, Steve, get a nice
gonna
close
send
up on
them
this
in
planet.
here.
It'll be cool to watch.
Yeah, it looks like the red team coming in here with 2 groups of ships going to annihilate this blue home base here.
Lost control of their home base.
And as that Cygnus horde consumes another planet, it will mean victory.
Love to see those crazy cool ship designs, though.
Yeah.
Well done to both teams, though. It was really close matchup until that critical moment, I'd say.
No, yeah, 100%. The asteroids, Eggester and Redacted were able to just win some fights, build a ship lead, to really capitalize on it when those asteroids came out. Yep, on the blue team here, we've got Strongconner and Jake, 1, 2, 3, playing as God of Stealth, going against another God of Stealth, the red team, with Thundercron and Killgrave. All the OGs in this match. Yeah, and it looks like red team off to a pretty quick start here. Blue team doubling up on that one planet. Pushing in for that point defense. Looks like all you need is that one 9 planet before you can move to that point defense here. And we will see, because blue is so ahead taking this point defense planet, if they will be able to, or, well, they will be able to, but we'll see if they want to contest this red planet. That's been a popular strategy in a few other of the matches we've seen, but it's very aggressive, and it looks like they're not going to do it, and red team is going to secure that point defense there and secure themselves a spot in this inner ring. But blue team taking that point defense, that torpedo planet, I mean. Red team, though, not liking that, not going to let blue team just sit on that planet. Blue team only has a couple more turrets, so red team can easily sweep in, and let's defend here. Strongconner and Jake both focusing on this planet here. Both teams really don't have a lot of ships here, but red team is going to take it.
Sorry, I've just been jamming to that radio ship. I think it's called spaghettification.
Yeah, we've got about equal ship counts here, which means
and both pretty low. Yeah,
you try to retake this. Yeah, and low. I mean, people just need to focus, get those mining supports out. Maybe don't fight each other at this exact moment.
Yeah, but at the same time, whoever manages to take it, I'm sure is going to be an advantage if they're just waiting for troops to appear. So it's a weird balancing act of trying to support your fleet outside in those outer planets, but also making sure to never let the enemy get too ahead here.
Just comes in here with keeps coming in here with a trickle of ships. I just don't think that's the best way to contest this.
That's true. Yeah, red I think has a bit too strong of a defense.
The problem is there's literally no turrets on it. So if blue even so much as swipes their ships across this, they're going to take it.
Yeah, so I think it's mainly on red to fully defend it.
Yeah, and what I would do is start harassing other planets, make red split their attention here. It looks like that's what Jake's going to do here. But definitely don't neglect those mining supports. And it's right open right now. If blue team just sees it, they can swipe that planet. Then again, red team here with a lot of ships kind of sitting on it. So it's a bit easier said than done.
As
but blue team's going to swipe through, get that torpedo planet there. And that's the one they've really been vying after this whole time. So blue team now has that. Now red has the opportunity to harass that and try to take it back. This game so far has just been the big battle over the torpedo planet.
Yeah, but now both teams have a little bit more ships, so looks like things are basically stalemated at the moment.
Now, yeah, red really wants that torpedo back.
Big loss there, though.
Oh,
Didn't really see what
really
happened.
Rough red here.
That's the trouble with stealth battles, huh? You can never really see it.
Yeah, especially when we're a little farther away here. Blue team now has the ships, though, to lock down this torpedo planet. Red team needs to switch their strategy They can't afford to try to take that back. They need to start harassing any undefended planets here. But it looks like Thundercron came in to try to expect an easy point defense takeover there, but there were some hidden blue ships which really blew them out. And now Red Team is only down to a handful of ships here. In fact, not even a handful. They have like a fingerful because it's been getting smashed.
No, so true. I think that's
21. So
the tricky thing about stealth is, you can go in for those planets, but it's always a gamble. You don't actually know how many ships are there, and looks like Red's kind of paying the price.
Yeah, and I mean, Blue Team should have no issue locking down both these asteroids here. Thundercron and Killgrave need to get a kind of a miracle play here, maybe through the use of this ability, maybe through managing power really well, and like using the mining support ships to just produce more. Not sure what the
but Blue's not letting them even get a single planet here. It's very difficult for them to even advance.
Yeah, because Blue Team's playing pretty aggressive here. I don't even know where the asteroids are, but I can tell you no one's focusing on them.
Yeah, I don't even think Red can reach them, which is... Oh, they can. But only just barely. Yeah, that's going to be tough. I see someone's going up there for that planet up at the top right.
Yeah, and Blue just deposited more ships on there to defend.
Oh, I saw that buff mining support.
The mining support ship.
Oh, yeah, that really accelerates the mining.
Yeah, I always like seeing that interaction because it's not one that people really use too often, but you can speed up that asteroid mining with the mining support ships. And now it looks like Blue, with just such an insurmountable advantage here, is going to make a push for the red home base. And all these stealth ships are going to fly back in and really do some damage. We see all those missiles, heavy lasers go off here.
Yeah. Still, they're definitely well played on both teams. There was a really difficult period in the middle around that torpedo planet, but on these smaller maps, the game can really change so quickly.
Yeah, and Strongconner and Jake just ended up winning that brawl for the middle. Got a good blowout fight there. Transitioned that into a swift asteroid takeover with those mining support ships. And that ultimately meant defeat for Thundercron and Killgrave.
Yeah.
And Strongconner and Jake123 will move on to the semifinals. All right, we've got DragonvsCATS and Synchro on the blue team. Two goated players. DragonvsCATS, long-time player, won many tournaments. Synchro, top-ranked player right now.
Love to see how fast they take these planets. Those turrets are
working together
shot.
to make swift work of these planets here. And then
but it looks like
side,
red team
got Eggester and Redacted here, both playing God of Defense here. Eggester and Redacted also goated players, of course. Eggester won tournaments, big-time community member, and Redacted is also a very, very prominent community member.
Yeah, and it's giving them a little bit of a... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but they were able to take it before the blue team. So no players are going to be able to harass each other, at least during the neutral takeover. But we'll see if they start fighting here, or if they're really scared of each other, which I would not be surprised of, and they just want to sort of bag out and chill out a little bit more. Oh, DragonvsCATS was coming in, trying to make a play here. Actually lost some ships there to Red Team, who takes an early advantage. Might Red Team leverage that advantage and take that blue point defense? We'll find out. I'm curious to see if blue team is managing those mining support ships, because if they don't have those going, they're missing out. Looks like they do. I see. Yeah, especially near the heavy laser. They're maximizing the production of those right now.
Yeah, but they're still a little bit behind in troops.
Yeah, Synchro and DragonvsCATS at bay a little bit here, though they're slightly leading in territory. They're falling behind a little bit in troops. We'll see if this trend continues. Both teams using those mining support chips on moons effectively to speed up production, especially around these critical special production planets. Blue team crawling back into this with a ship count almost tied up again. Red team slightly ahead here in ships.
Yeah, but I think they really use that ability to
both
some extra territory.
Active. Yeah, since both abilities are active, it's kind of at a stalemate here. But Blue's ability ends here, leaving them open for a red invasion here.
Yeah, I've noticed. I think that Eggester and Redacted tend to wait for the other defense player to use theirs first, so that they have a little bit of that extra time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them.
But I think Blue was able to use their ability effectively because they are pretty even in troops now.
Point defense. Yeah, exactly. They're dead even here completely right now. Asteroids in 1 minute. Blue team securing this heavy laser, but not much. Both red team players see how vulnerable it is, and they're moving in for the kill here, and they've got it.
Oof.
We should expect to see some mining support ships brought very quickly to start to amplify that production.
We're about to see the asteroids very soon. I think this is maybe one of the most even mid games we've seen yet. So this might tip the scales.
It always is very even between these players here. I expect to see an asteroid, one asteroid go to each team here. But, you know, there's always opportunity for crazy plays here when the asteroids come out, especially in regards to who has power where and, you know, the name of the game when it's dead even like this is really harassing the other person's asteroid. That way it mines slower than yours. And hopefully, by the time yours mines, you can leverage those battleships into being able to take over the enemy asteroid as well.
Yep.
That'd be really good.
Well
We'll
said.
see if red team can pull it off here. Maybe, and it also helps to get a mining support ship on your asteroid to really like make that faster.
I'm seeing mostly that actually what Red's been doing is finding the little hidden bastions of Blue's troops and just slowly whittling them away. So now they've got a pretty reasonable troop advantage. Not a lot, but just enough. I think
it's always
make a
good
difference.
if you see troops that your enemy is not actively controlling, you should try to go
get them. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll always have a favorable fight. Oh, blue team gonna take over that point defense and lock it down with a shield there.
Nice, nice.
Blue team speeding up the mining of that asteroid with the mining support, gonna get that asteroid in the background. I think red got the other, if I'm correct there.
I think it just mined. Or it just finished. Red got theirs already?
Yeah. Yeah, but one asteroid to each.
Yeah, but Red's troop advantage is definitely a lot more scary now, I think.
Yep, it's definitely been exaggerated over time here.
But not to be completely unbeatable, though. It looks like Blue is actually still doing not too bad.
Yeah, Blue needs to focus on making smart attacks here. They can't afford to really fight head-to-head. You know, knowing Eggester, it's very hard to fight head-to-head and trade upwards, especially when you don't have a fleet advantage. Using those blue team cut off power there. They had some battleships there too. I think I see two surviving, one in the void there. Or I think that's a missile ship. I'm not sure. That would have been pretty bad if it was a battleship just flung into space. Red team continues to build a ship advantage lead here. By the time the next asteroids come out, red team should be able to take both. Red team could also go for the sun here, which we haven't seen yet in this tournament.
Yeah, that might definitely make sure they're immune to power cutoffs for a fair bit.
Gonna keep them at bay. Able to keep red team off, but as I see that Eggester comes back with another handful, takes that heavy laser. Synchro could only hold out for so long. Asteroids are out here. Blue team really they're speeding the progress of this asteroid. Red team coming in, let's get to that asteroid on the left side here. This will be key to blue team. Blue needs this, but red just is so powerful here and has such an advantage. Red will not allow blue team to take this. And now with all those red ships, I heard the other asteroid mine in the background. Blue team using these shields here. They know this is their last attempt. But red team just has so many battleships and so many ships here because blue team that they'll be able to take this asteroid. And now red team moves on, building up all their ships.
This might be GG's.
Yeah, blue team does not have the ships required to defend against such a large red army here. And blue team knows it. And now that shield runs out, it's time to invade. Eggester leading the invasion here. Or
going back to gather, I guess. I'm surprised they didn't just use their ability to try and secure the base, but I guess the shield ability is a bit more defensive than it is offensive.
Yeah.
And now they've got those planets. Yeah, now they can probably go in.
And here we go with all those battleships here. Blue team making a final stand with those ships, but it's not going to be enough as that miner starts.
No, the comments I saw were right. The Cygnus Horde really is intimidating when you see it just swarmed around your planet.
Yeah, exactly. Especially as it's mining to the core of it, about to completely destroy and consume your planet, and then rebuild it for their cause.
Faction lore, everybody.
Yeah.
2,
and
1.
Eggester and Redacted will advance to the finals. We'll figure out who is facing them in the finals this next round. All right, we've got TWJames and Godmon here on the blue team as God of Stealth, going against another God of Stealth. It's Jake and Strongconner on the red team. Definitely two strong teams. OG players, I feel like I say that every match. But it's no joke.
The folks who make it into top 8, though, are get into top 8 for a reason, you know? Especially the Sunnies.
Exactly. Red team taking that production planet necessary for them to get that torpedo. They've got power.
I'm liking that we've got like a sort of implied like the stealth bracket and the defense bracket, you know? And we'll see who comes out on top at the very end.
Exactly here. Blue team slightly behind in taking over that point defense, but they've got it on time, uncontested, and that's all that matters. Blue team has a slight ship lead here, but still too early to tell, really, who's ahead.
Looking Godmon's out from here.
Harassing
Classic
Red Moon.
look. I don't know if everyone knows, but Godmon's crown is actually the exclusive Tournament 1 crown that you get if you win a tournament. And if y'all remember, Godmon placed first place in the last tournament. So really taking advantage of those cosmetics.
Yeah, also rocking that badge there next to the name Tournament First.
Oh yeah, the badge too.
Yeah, but Jake and Strongconner are all over Godmon as Godmon tries to expand and get these planets here. Looks like no one's going to really come out on top there, though. But these moons keep trading back and forth. Oh, Godmon cleaned up a little bit there, and by that I mean lost some ships. I see all those blue souls floating back to the planet there in the background. But as I say that, red team got absolutely smacked by TWJames here, and red team is now severely reduced in ships. Now blue team and James can secure this center, while red team has to play catch up here, and they should do that by getting those mining support active and by harassing some planets that are undefended by the blue team. It's still early enough where they have time to recover before those asteroids, but they need to be swift about this recovery and make full use of mining supports here and not make any hasty attacks. But it looks like Godmon not relieving on the pressure here. Continues to push in here. Blue team on the offensive, red team, not many ships to defend. And now blue team is about to have the stealth ability up. Well, both players do, in fact. Both teams here. Blue team uses the ability. Are they going to push for the home base here? Be such an early aggressive play.
Oh, they're getting pretty close, though.
Might be... Yeah, I saw some heavy laser shots go off there.
Even though you can't see them, you can tell they're doing the two-army strategy.
Yeah, red team moving around. Not many ships, though, to their name here.
Patented Cygnus pincer maneuver. Yeah, but they secured that really close power, so now it might be all they need to get to that home base.
Yeah, and that's all it will take. Blue team just built an advantage early, is now pushing in for the home planet here. Due to that mining support placed so close, it is super easy to both hold power at the home base and attack it. Which is something that's not always the case in maps. And red team will surrender here. TWJames and Godmon will go on to the finals.
Perhaps the theme of this whole tournament.
Strongconner and Jake123, God of Stealth, going against DragonvsCATS and Synchro as the God of Defense here. We've already... Any fun facts on these players that we might not have touched on earlier in the tournament?
Nothing really comes to my mind at the moment. I'm just really excited to see all these folks here in action. I know Dragon took like a bit of a break, but has come back to fight hard in this tournament, which has been paid off quite well, I'd say.
Yeah, blue team now goes for this point defense as soon as they got power. So very, very quick point defense takeover here. Red team has done the same, I believe, and has just captured their point defense.
Yep, going for the very standard even opening.
Yeah. The opening where players are like, oh, we're just not going to fight, just like stay even, and then usually
wait until the right moment.
Yeah, wait until the right moment to strike. Usually the right moment is when your opponent goes for the torpedo planet and you try to gang up on them at the same time.
Yeah, I see taking the Dragon's favorite ship.
Yeah, and they look quite sick in this Cygnus Horde fleet.
Yeah.
For sure. Red team now pushing in for the point defense. Going to try to keep blue off of it. Blue definitely has the ships to fight this, though. And red team going to go down because of that. Blue team slightly in the lead now. It always sucks when you make an aggressive attack and it doesn't pay off, but I mean, that's the trade-off.
Everything's a risk,
Yeah, 100%. But red team's going to try it again here. I don't know if I do this. They have less ships here. Still very even, but you got to be really careful, especially fighting the presence of turrets. Though as I say that, I look and there's actually no turrets on that planet.
Yeah, it's just a matter of how many ships do they have there and what's invisible. Yeah, they might actually end up coming out on top. Oh, yeah, that was smart to bring in the reinforcements there.
What I do in this case is I just leave the planet, and then as soon as they leave it, I'll just come in and grab it. Like, it has no turrets. Like, they're not going to actually just sit there the whole game. Focus on other things to draw them out.
Like seeing that planning there.
Blue now on the aggressive here. They know they need a point defense, and they can't really hold that other one, so they're going to go for reds here. Try to keep red off of it. Though, as I say that, just disappeared. But blue team is still holding down that other one.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make sure to really get the monopoly on point defense here.
Yeah, that is a good strategy, and blue is pulling further and further into the lead here.
Ooh, but now they may not be able to take the rest
red
of it.
just grabbed both, and it has the ability active. It's going to be able to hold those. They need those mining supports. They've already got one out on that 9 moon close here. They need to produce some point defense here. Can they?
Yeah, it might be smart, honestly, for blue to come in to take the moons instead of going straight for the planet, although it looks like they may not have power.
Yeah, red.
If you can't take the planet, you can at least stop them from
there.
producing.
Using that god ability, they were able to buy themselves some time to produce more ships and really come back here.
Yeah, look at that. They've really normalized ship counts.
Yeah, 100%. Strongconner is going to take over one of those point defense, though, but I think red will just concede and let blue have one of those.
Yeah, they're forgetting to get that moon there. So.
Yeah, point defense planets are no use. Well, planets in general are no use, really, if there's no moon nearby.
It's one of the dangers of the god defense, though. Those moons are a little bit better defended. Oh, asteroid time.
Yeah. Now, yeah, everything kind of gets put to the side now that the asteroids are out here, which means I think red's going to have an opportunity to pull ahead here if they haven't done so already. I think actually red team is ahead. They've successfully come back, and now they are in the lead again.
Yeah, this is a really close one. I honestly don't know where this is going to go.
Yep. Blue team in the background going to take over some of these planets. Red team fighting for this one, and they have the one in the back. They can't. Red team has to be, or blue team has to be careful here. They need to start mining and get a mining support ship on this thing right now. That way, and it looks like they have a buff drone coming in now. It was buffed as it left the base by another mining support. And here it goes. It's about to finish. Red team coming in.
Oh, no.
It out. Blue team needs all their fleet on this one asteroid. They cannot afford to lose this. Blue team has a sizable fleet. They need to gather it and get it here right now.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
And did the red team's asteroid go already to red?
But it's really close. Red might be able to stall it out.
They can leverage those battleships here. Red team just needs to stall for those battleship reinforcements to arrive.
Oh, they might just barely get it, though.
Oh,
ooh, all right.
But blue is in the lead now. Red team.
That was a really great play on both teams, though.
Yeah. Red team behind here. Even though they got an asteroid, they need to be very conservative here. Maybe look at your moons. Do we have mining supports on all those things? Just take a second, take a breather. They have the ability out, so they can take a little time to breathe here. Need to just reestablish their production.
Yeah, but it can be tough with defense locking down those moons with those extra turrets.
100%. I mean, it's just no joke, the amount of turrets that defense has.
Yeah.
On all those moons. You can lose more ships than you think. Normally you just send them all into a moon and expect just a quick stomp. But when there are 9 turrets there, they're going to get some missiles off.
Oh, yeah. Stealth using their ability.
Another asteroid, though. One going the way of red.
Does blue have one?
The way of blue as well. I heard 2.
You can only hope for their sake. And they're back. At this point, it's still anyone's game. Yeah. Ooh. But blue took a pretty heavy loss there. Oh, that's not going to be good.
Oh, blue team on the back foot here. Red team continuing to push the advantage here.
Yeah, and these really close matches, it can really just come down to one bad loss, and you'll be stuck on the back foot, especially with power being so generous. That's
the danger of bringing in around a large fleet, because if you get blown out, you're gonna. That's like your whole lifeline is on one person's control.
Yeah, no, it's a real risk. I think that's one of the potential benefits, though, of having 2 people, is that instead of having just one person with one fleet, you can sort of at least distribute it between the 2 of you and still attack the same place with full force.
Yeah, it requires active communication.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the competitors do have team voice chat, so even though they can't hear each other across the way, they can communicate via pings or just by talking, as you saw a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and now red team has a really sizable advantage and can make it a play for the blue home base here.
Yeah, I think this might be over.
Lost some chips? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, regathering.
Yeah, but they have such a lead; it will not matter here. As now the Cygnus horde swarms. You know, it's like two ant colonies at war here, and the red one will take the lead here.
Oh, they left it for some reason.
Trolling.
I guess so. Well played, though. Well played. You know, it's no easy feat going up against Dragon and Synchro.
Yeah, where did all of red ships go? Like they somehow just like spam them
Today.
somewhere and then didn't.
Perhaps they've gone to pursue other passions.
I mean, if red team's gonna mess around, they could like lose here.
It's still possible, yeah. In Gods of Gravity.
Blue team gonna try to solve the asteroid?
The intense micro. There. Yeah, I mean, if Red's really so worried about losing power, they can always take the sun at this point. I think they've got the capacity to do so.
Yeah,
I honestly think they can just take it.
And then they were like, "Oh, we actually kind of lost a lot of ships," and then they're like
yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
you never want to showboat or mess around at the end of a match, especially in a tournament. You know, so it's like close out the match. You know, it would be
there's still enough time to mess around,
to throw the game. You know, because of like a dumb decision. At the end of the game.
Yeah. Oh no, they're wow. If they lose this, man, it's definitely possible. Honestly, their ship caps are a bit more even now.
Yeah, blue is just, I mean, crawling back into this game. I can't imagine that was intentional by red.
Unless they really, really wanted those asteroids, you never know. The desires of the Cygnus horde can never truly be understood, you know?
Exactly. Red's gonna get that asteroid, though.
Yeah, I don't think blue has a chance. Oh, well, if they leave it undefended like that, maybe they do, honestly. Oh, and they sent it a buffed. Oh. This is wild. Oh my gosh. Yeah, alright. Wow.
Yeah, okay, red team taking the sun here.
Yeah, but although blue took a bit of a loss there too. And just all sorts of, what do they call them, L's going around.
No, this match got messy real fast. As soon as red failed to kind of close out the game.
Yeah. Now there's still a bit of a fight. I'm glad to see, though, you know, blue taking every advantage they've got, really staying smart. I feel like stealth is one of those gods where, you know, being strategic and clever really will pay off big. It's not just like a Russian god.
Yeah, 100%. But here comes red with the Russian strategy.
Yeah, defense can get away with that stuff. There's still a substantial amount of point defense somewhere defending them. Oh. Why are they leaving, though? There's only 4 turrets. Oh, they don't even have power, do they? Oh, no, they lost power. Oh.
Because they didn't even take the
mining support planet? Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I gotta play God of Conquest more, fellas. Oh. Even Steve doesn't know where to look. I think
Yeah,
they've got this.
exactly.
Oh my gosh, stop
All
throwing me
right.
your ships. Okay. Alrighty.
DragonvsCATS and Synchro take the win here in the bronze match, and we'll get third place in this tournament.
Yeah. All around some great matches today, though. I really like to see some strong representation from two gods. I think on this map in particular, it made sense to go with defense and stealth.
All right, we're back here
Hey,
in
fellas.
the lobby for the finals. We've got Redacted and Eggester going against Godmon and TWJames, and we're ready to run it. We've got a stealth versus defense pick here. Both representing Cygnus, so if you're a bug fan, then, you know, rejoice. They're tried to take over those first two planets here. Godmon and TWJames are on the blue team, playing as God of Stealth, going against Eggester and Redacted on the red team here, picking God of Defense. We'll see how these rollouts go. Eggester swiftly taking over that planet and going for the point defense right now. Blue team actually opting to, before going for the point defense, to go for this heavy laser on the outside.
Interesting.
Oh, lost power though. The last second. The power. Oh, the planet rotated out of alignment. They were too slow with one turn remaining.
Damn,
That's
that's
so
a bummer.
unfortunate. Yeah, they need that.
That's gonna be
now. And now Eggster is coming in and harassing them. And now blue team does not have a lot of ships.
yeah, that was a risky play. I don't think they're fully out yet, though. The ship
Exactly.
lead isn't too insurmountable. But they're going to need to really rely on these planets that are safely within their power range if they're going to want to survive.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Redacted has now seized the opportunity, and it will likely be posting up some mining support ships around there. One advantage, well, actually, I was going to say one advantage of the mining support ships are hidden when you're God of Stealth, but they really just shoot all the time, so I don't think they stay hidden very long at it.
Yeah. Either way, we haven't seen, or we've seen comebacks before, though. This map may be difficult. I'm excited to see what will happen, though. These are still very good players.
Yeah, and I mean, blue team has already started the comeback here. They just need some more planets here as red team continues to expand their territory. Blue team there in the background trying to get more. There's still neutral planets which are relatively undefended there. The blue team takes that heavy laser. We'll see if red team tries to contest or even notices there. It looks like most of the fighting is around this point defense where both players want to slice this pie.
Wow, blue team really is starting to make it up. I'm impressed.
Yeah, they've done a good job expanding territory. They haven't lost a lot of ships, which is good. Red team's still ahead.
Yeah, as stealth, I think you can really rely on once you start losing, you can just like dip, and they'll never really know how much is left.
Yeah, the red team does take that point defense. They're locking on both point defense now, especially with that shield. Blue team won't be able to get point defense for another 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
They use that ability though. They're trying to make some plays here, but really, I would have no point in attacking a shielded planet here. It feels like such a bad strategy here. Blue team's losing a lot of ships here. I feel like there's a misplay. Especially
Yeah, I think it's better to just lock down the moon, because once you have the moon, it's not like they can produce the point defense anyways. And they already have it.
I think they're really overcommitting to try to get this point defense here.
Yeah, act of desperation though.
I mean, they need to focus on other planets to distract her. They're going in with like barely any power here. Just getting
I think that might cost them.
A trickle of ships. Yeah, I think
that's tough.
Yeah, and now they're crying over there at TWJames and Godmon, weeping. Yeah, now red team really just locking down these planets here. Blue team really not knowing what to do, as they've just lost everything trying to get that point defense.
That's rough. That's rough.
First asteroids have appeared.
And now red team should be able to lock down both the asteroids here and speed them up with those mining support ships. Eggester going for the blue home base right now, or maybe just faking.
Or just making a drive-by there.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of turrets. You got to find one way to whittle those down. And now, yeah, blue team not giving up though, fighting for this asteroid here. Eggster's holding it down though, very relentlessly. Red team going for the sun here, or well, maybe not, but holding down this asteroid. They'll mine the second one soon. Red team
I think they're
actually
just
kind
trying to
of
make
lost
sure
a
they've
lot of
got
ships.
like a...
So, yeah, but
Yeah, they
I
didn't have
don't
quite
think it
as
will
much,
necessarily
but
matter here as they get both these asteroids.
it's probably more valuable
It's
to have
so
the
powerful right
asteroids
now.
and really secure them. But I think that was a smart play on Blues to try and get the asteroid anyways, because I think that could have been a solid opportunity. Smart plays with the
Yeah, you
battleships
never
can
give
actually single-handedly take down some planets, honestly.
Oh, red team suffering major losses there.
Those invisible troops can be quite wily.
Yeah, I don't think blue team's completely out here based on the random swings that I've seen here.
Yeah.
But as I see that blue
that
team,
whittling.
you know,
Oh,
swings go both ways here, and now blue team reduced to very few ships here.
right as they used their ability too, I think it was maybe a bit mistimed.
Yeah. Blue team.
Yeah, I think Red's going for the
visible
sun
again.
now to avoid any power cutoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, taking the sun is sort of a no-nonsense way to close out the game. Blue team just
Well played, though.
sitting from the bleachers and watching.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nonetheless, a great finals match, but stay tuned. There is still one more match we've got after this, the bronze match, which still has some top-tier players, so I'm excited to see anyways.
yeah, they'll be fighting
But-
over the Galactic War rewards, and obviously honor of who gets third place
Yep.
in the tournament.
But yeah, that does mean Cygnus faction is going to get that mega bonus, as I guess you already know. So if you're a Cygnus fan, you've got something to be proud of. Your champions
Yeah.
have done well.
Yeah, of course, the mega reward is cool, but it's also there's so many players playing on the factions that it will ultimately come down to everyone playing in game, not the tournaments.
Yeah, that's true. Last time, Crux won both tournaments, and they still almost lost at the very end. So
Yeah, exactly.
it really does come down to the people.